Hi folks, this is Jay. Hope you're okay today. It's good to see you. Hope you missed me, and it's good to be back today. As you know, I've retired from fighting militant atheism. I don't want to be involved in fighting them anymore, but I will be making videos just telling you what I'm thinking, some of my passions, some of the crusades that I want to go on. One of the crusades that I'm going to go on in the next few weeks and months ahead is against evolution, and I'm going to start my crusade on that, and it's starting now, okay, and it's going to get more and more stronger as the weeks and years go on. But I'm also going to be sharing my Bible studies, sharing my thoughts, my reading, and just generally giving apologetic material out there for anybody who might want it. This video is about evolution. I put a video out challenging the world scientists and thinkers on evolution. Not one of them has given us any evidence to prove evolution. Evolution has never ever been proved, right? Now, all the attacks on me concerning evolution has been twisted. I've had a lot of attacks from people about my views of evolution, and my videos have been edited or twisted or manipulated and not represented my arguments against evolution. And my arguments against evolution are unbeatable, are extremely powerful, and no one in the academic world anywhere can defeat my arguments on evolution. I challenge any academic in the world today, any major scientist in the world today, I challenge you right now to debunk what I am saying. And you can't debunk it, okay? You cannot debunk what I'm about to tell you. It's an impossibility, okay? Excuse me, I've got something on my chest. So basically, evolution is a process. It concerns mutations, it concerns natural selection. This process happens over billions of years. In order for you to prove evolution, you've got to prove evidence, give evidence for that process. That process can lead to new species from other species. Unless you can provide evidence for that process, then your belief in evolution has no scientific basis whatsoever. And you as an academic and a major scientist are perpetuating lies and falsehood. And you as young people are being taken in by lies and falsehood. Again, let me just say, it's no good saying the DNA and the retroviruses and all the rest of that. That's not evidence, okay? It's no good pulling out bones from the past and saying that's evidence. No, that's you reading the evidence to fit your theory. You are saying that evolution is natural selection and mutation. So you have got to provide evidence for natural selection and mutation producing new species. Now you cannot do that, because in order for you to do that you need billions of years. So you cannot observe these new species being created and changing. What you do is go to the archaeological evidence, and then you fit that archaeological evidence into your theory. That is not factual. That is not strong evidence. That is not proof of evolution. The evidence is there, and it can prove creationism, it can prove intelligent design, it can prove anything. Anything you want, you can look at that archaeological evidence and you can twist it to your particular theory. What you need to do as an evolutionist is provide solid evidence for mutation and natural selection producing new species, and that only happens in your time frame of billions of years. So it's not possible for us to examine, or for you to examine, this process, because it takes billions of years, and you're not going to be around for billions of years. No, the human race is not going to be around for billions of years from your position to be able to observe this process. So basically we have a process that we're told happened that no one can observe, so no one can disprove it. So basically you're holding on to a dogma that is not science and that cannot be backed up by science. If you read and look at the PhDs that have been written over the last 20 years on evolution, they all assume evolution and do not prove evolution. If you just think about it, I'll give you some solid evidence concerning this. If you think about Richard Dawkins' career, it's only recently, the last couple of years, that it dawned on him that he should provide evidence for evolution, and he produced a book called The Greatest Show on Earth. But for the rest, all the career before that book, he was assuming evolution was true. He even says that in his book. He said he assumed it, and then he felt the need that he actually had to put down evidence. But if you look at that book, there is no evidence there at all for evolution. He has not proved the process, and it's the process that you need to prove. So I challenge every scientist right now, every intellectual in the West and in the East, in all the academies around the world, to debunk what I am saying. Don't start saying retroviruses, don't start saying DNA, don't start saying archaeological evidence, because all you're doing there is reading that evidence to fit your theory that you have not proven. What you need to do is prove the process over time, to show us in the lab that one species can become a new species into another species, from one particular species into a new species. If you can prove that, then you have proven evolution in that sense. And if you cannot do that, then it is just a theory. It's no good saying that bacteria has changed into certain different types of bacteria. Bacteria is bacteria. Bacteria has not become anything else but bacteria. It's no good saying finches have changed, because at the end of the day they are still finches. Finches have not moved into a new species. Bacteria have not moved into a new species. So you have zero proof for this evolution. You hold on to this. I'll read you some quotes about evolution. This is a lovely little... I'll read you a little quote here, my friend. This is a leading anti-creationist philosopher, states that evolution is a religion. Evolution is promoted by its practitioners as more than mere science. Evolution is promulgated as an ideology, a secular religion, a full-fledged alternative to Christianity, with meaning and morality. I am an ardent evolutionist and an ex-Christian, but I must admit that in this one complaint the literalists are completely right. Absolutely right. Evolution is a religion. This was true of evolution in the beginning, and it is true of evolution still today. Source: how evolution became a religion. Creation is correct. M. Roos, National Post, pp. B1, B3, B7, May 13th, 2000. Here's an anti-creationist philosopher saying that evolution is a religion. It was a political bat to beat religion with. And even in the early days when evolution was being developed by Darwin, Huxley said to Darwin, he saw the political power of evolution, and he fundamentally wanted Darwin to publish his work so that he could challenge the Church of England and push back religion in the Victorian period. That was Huxley. And if you look at some of the great people who championed evolution in the 20th century and in this century. They have been politically motivated. We can only look at Richard Dawkins, who said we should shame, this is what he said, we should shame religious people for their beliefs. This is not science. This is political manipulation. And you are holding on to dogma as evolutionists. You have no intellectual foundation and rational basis. You will not allow people to do PhDs and peer reviews against evolution. You hunt them down and you take them to court and you get them to scientists to lose their jobs if they do any peer review work against evolution. Any research against evolution will not be financed, and the universities put down, just like the communists put down religion at the turn of the Russian Revolution. You as evolutionists in the academy are not promoting intellectual freedom. You are promoting anti-intellectualism. You are holding on to a dogma. You are suppressing freedom of thought and not allowing people to think. Any scientist, any thinker who challenges evolution is suddenly going to lose their job, or if not lose their job, will be discredited by the media and by the academy at the blink of an eye. So prove to us once and for all that I am wrong. And I want major scientists to put the evidence under this video. And if you fail to provide evidence in the academy and in the intellectual West, by you intellectuals in the West and you intellectuals in the East, if you fail to put evidence under this video, then I am correct. I am correct. And evolution is a lie. And Jesus Christ is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, and we will find answers in Him, and we will do better science knowing Him who created this world and who is the foundation of all science and the foundation of all thought. His name is Jesus Christ, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. So I call all the intellectuals in the West to start writing books and attacking evolution, and attack it with all your might and strike a blow for freedom. Bring this sucker down. Let's bring it down once and for all. All you intellectuals who have some courage, who want to go and do something that is going to last for eternity and is going to change our society for the best. Bring this sucker down and start bringing your intellectual guns. Write your plays, write your novels, do your films, and bring evolution down, for it is the greatest dogma of our modern times, and it's the greatest shackle to intellectual freedom that has ever been known in modern times. And it's a disgrace that you as intellectuals have taken this on the chin. Think for yourselves and think and challenge evolution. Challenge it in psychology, challenge it in sociology, challenge it in philosophy, challenge it in biology, challenge it in chemistry, challenge evolution, for it is a dogma. Thank you for listening.